EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the kickoff for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Try and run for it with Conner. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The fullback line. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to... And in the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Robbie Anderson.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brought down at the 4-yard line.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together and they get the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Claypool, the ball carrier.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
They'll run here with counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. On the counter, it's Connor. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
The ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's counter. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run here with Connor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And that's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Let's go.
From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, here's Agnew. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action now. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half.
32-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock. and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson.
The 45-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A first down for Connor and then some. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, a give to Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The tackle made.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
For the point after.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, a very important drive, leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Jackson
40-yard line.
rolling to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
First and 10.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Ingram.
12 more yards there and another first down.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Ravens 27, Steelers 14. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
The pass.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw again. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready.
On EA Sports. For more, log on to